Ever found yourself staring at your screen, waiting and waiting for that little tick that confirms your identity? Yeah, me too. It's a universal experience in this digital age, especially when dealing with something as important as your bank account. Today, we're diving into that very question: how long does a Lloyds ID check really take? Now, Lloyds Bank, like most reputable financial institutions, takes verifying your identity seriously. This is for your protection, to prevent fraud and ensure the security of your hard-earned money. So, while that waiting can feel like an eternity, remember it's a crucial step. The answer to our main question, however, isn't always straightforward. It can vary depending on several factors. Let's break down the most common scenarios you might encounter. If you're opening a new account online, the ID verification process is often the quickest. Lloyds typically uses sophisticated digital systems to cross-reference the information you provide with various databases. In many cases, this can be almost instantaneous, think minutes, sometimes even seconds. You might upload a photo of your ID and a selfie, and their system can often verify these automatically. However, there are instances where this automated process might require a human touch. Perhaps the image quality wasn't clear, or there was a slight discrepancy in the information provided. In such situations, a member of the Lloyds team will need to manually review your documents. This can extend the time frame to a few hours or, in some busier periods, potentially up to a business day. Then there's the in-branch ID check. If you're opening an account or conducting certain transactions in person, a Lloyds representative will physically examine your identification documents. This process is usually very quick. As long as you have the correct and valid forms of ID, it should only take a few minutes for them to verify everything. The slight delay here might be the queue at the branch itself, rather than the verification process. Existing Lloyds customers might also encounter ID checks when making significant changes to their account details, applying for new products like loans or mortgages, or if there are any security concerns flagged on their account. Again, the time frame for these checks can vary. If it's a simple confirmation, it could be resolved quickly. However, more complex situations might require further investigation and could take a little longer. Another factor influencing the time frame is the method of submission. If you're asked to send documents via post, this will naturally take longer than an online upload or an in-person check. You'll need to factor in postal delivery times in addition to the bank's processing time. So, for a new account opened online, you're often looking at a very quick turnaround, potentially just minutes. If a manual review is needed, this could extend to a few hours or a business day. In-branch checks are usually swift, taking only a few minutes. For existing customers, the time frame depends on the complexity of the request. The best advice? Ensure you provide clear, high-quality images of your identification documents if submitting online, and always have the correct, valid forms of ID with you if visiting a branch. This will significantly help to speed up the process. While that waiting game can be a bit frustrating, remember that these checks are in place to protect you. They're a necessary part of keeping your finances secure in today's world. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.